Our next startup to pitch is AirX Innovations Private Limited.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Pratik, representing AirX Innovations Private Limited. So we work on a smart air infrastructure for healthier urban cities. We are supported by multiple incubation centers starting from PDU IIC located in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Then second, Smile, we all know. Third one is a Savli Technology and Business Incubator specifically for biotech-related startup. We also supported by Oxentia Foundation, which is Oxford Innovation Management Consultancy. So I'm just going to talk about the air pollution. So we all know the terminology of air pollution. So I just give a brief introduction with the two segments. The first things, air pollution can be understood by two things. The first one is a PM particle, dust particle. If you see the word of air pollution, always come into the picture of Delhi. So Delhi scenario we all know, it comes with the PM, dust, fog and everything. For that we have the air purifier that is available for the indoor to resolve the issue. But the second issue is carbon dioxide. If you see closely the last 5 years seasonal pattern, if you see the summer intensity in this 2026 or if we compare with the 2025 summer intensity is too harsh and it becomes continuous harsh because of this global warming. And for everything, carbon dioxide is an issue we all know. What is the ideal solution? Tree plantation is ideal solution, but we have certain limited space in urban cities. That's why we should consider the new innovative solution that can be introduced apart from the tree. So we know that the air quality is not an issue with the Delhi only. It is now an issue with the across India and specifically for Mumbai also. If we talked about the PM issue is continuously increasing. So what the solution we are offering? So we are offering the solution with the microalgae. So it's a natural way. So microalgae continuously do the photosynthesis similar to tree and plants do. But the interesting part is 50 times faster than trees and plants. So if we understand in a basic layman language, air purifier only remove the PM particle and dust particle. They cannot they are not going to capture carbon dioxide or not converting one gas to another gas. The conversion of carbon dioxide into useful gas like oxygen, the technology is with the nature only. So it is with the tree and plants and with the microalgae. Today's world, 70% of oxygen is generated by the microalgae only, which is under the sea. So for the microalgae generating the oxygen, they require a photosynthesis process. And for photosynthesis process, two things is required. The first one is a sunlight and second one is a carbon dioxide. So we are providing sunlight intensities by the LED light and the carbon dioxide they're taking from the environment, maybe for indoor as well as outdoor. And they do photosynthesis 50 times faster and convert polluted gases into oxygen. So these are the models for the indoor. So we have the multiple form factor that can give understanding of how we can utilize in a closed spaces like we are sitting over here and the outdoor spaces. If we see, there are two kind of filtration will happen. The first one is in a phase one, there is a HEPA filtration based arrangement that removes the particular matter continuously, similar like an air purifier, and second one is a microalgae based AirX innovations technology that converts continuously carbon dioxide into oxygen. So we are not working on a single parameter, we are working on a 5 parameter. The first one is a particular matter, second one is a carbon dioxide, third one is a oxygen, fourth one is a SOx, NOx, fifth one is a VOCs. I just give you a small example. We are sitting in the room since last I think 2.5 hours. If you see the freshness and the energy that we have when we are sitting in the room in a 2 o'clock around, and if we see the energy, focus, and right now it is continuously decreasing because not only the mental stress that we are having with the room. Second is a carbon dioxide level because the air conditioning is only recirculate the air. So it continuously increasing the CO2 level in the room. So the mental clarity, focus, everything goes down. If you just consider the oxygen enriched air in the room, you can see your focus, your mental fitness, your decision making ability. It can be drastically changed. So for a carbon removal, there are three kind of solution is already available. The first one is a tree, that is ideal one. Second is a HEPA based air purifier, but it will not work on a carbon capture, particular matter. It is working very good. And third one is an industrial CCS technology or DEC technology. But it can be utilized in a industrial tail end where the chimneys are there, but not in the location where we are living. For an example, if we are living in a center of Mumbai and industries are around of Mumbai city, that will not directly affect. So we need a solution where we are living continuously. And these are some bigger models that we have installed. For example, 50 liter model, 100 liter model, 200 liter. So the models are starting from 1.5 liter to 200 liter models. The below 20 liter models are for indoor and above 20 liters models are for the outdoor. If you see the efficiency of the models, so the 50 liter model, if you compare with the 5-year-old banyan tree, it is equivalent to 10 banyan tree. And if you consider give the comparison with the 20 years old of banyan tree, then it is a 50 liter model. Let's assume if you are living in a high-rise building and you do not have enough space for a gardening, and you required oxygen enriched air, so what do you do? So the AirX can help you in that. The 50 liter model, if you install in your premises in a bedroom or in a living room, it can give a same oxygen enrichment air that 20 years old of banyan tree can give. So this is the beauty of the technology. So these are the proposed solution we can install in a multiple location with the digital screen or with the wooden shape or with a metal body. And if we see the performance, 2000 liter model of AirX can capture a 1000 kg of oxygen in a year and can generate around 700 to 1000 kg of oxygen can generate. And the interesting part is how you just check the oxygen generation or carbon removal data. So it is equipped with the multiple sensors with the carbon dioxide, PM, AQI and oxygen. You can see all the data with the IoT based dashboard and track the performance of the devices. So we have the two products, means we can say two form factor with the same technology. The first one is a B2B for the bigger models, and the second one is a D2C that we are already doing through Amazon, Flipkart and our own website. These are some reports we have done with the toxicity reports from NABL approved lab. We have the performance report from PDU as well as STBI. These are the patents. So we have the granted process patent for the entire product, as well as we have the multiple design registration. These are the some photographic memory we have installed in a multiple location across with the multiple ministers cabin, interacted with the multiple CM of Delhi as well as CM of Gujarat. So till now we have installed 800 plus products. It comes with the different capacities starting from smaller as well as with the bigger model. So it gives a credibility that it can install or work in any location, not depend on temperature, weather condition or any contamination zone. It can work. Second, it's with a granted patent, NABL approved and tested by multiple well-organized PDU as well as STBI organization. And obviously, it's a made in India. Yes. So at the end, is just I want to conclude that let's assume if you have your own 20-year-old banyan tree in your house, let's assume the scenario how the air pollution can affect the individual people. Thank you. Thank you.
So first question, what do you think will happen with you?
Pardon?
Yeah. So let's say you have built something. Where do you see, your company being? I'm not talking financials. I'm not, what will it be in some time? So everywhere you will be installed, people will be buying small units, how cute, and things like that. People will be gifting you this thing. Or what is the picture that you have in mind where this will go? I'm actually coming to something.
Okay. So actually, we are working on a two scenario. The first one is the indoor as well as and second one is outdoor. In a indoor, we are planning with the urban cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bengaluru, or maybe upcoming Ahmedabad. So we want to install the multiple devices in a high density zones where the high rise buildings or certain things are there where the tree plantation is not there. And second one in outdoor, I just go with the specific things. For example, if you take an example of Dholera Smart City. Yes.
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask product related question. I asked, how do you see it happening? Visualize yourself and your success and your best success and tell me how does it look. Not really vision, but you
in the country.
yeah.
How do you see it?
You can say your product
And
position.
therein lies a gap, and I think we can come to that.
Perfect. Means I'm not specifically well cleared, but for
Your
example.
product positioning. How do you position your product?
Okay. So as a AirX, we are positioned ourselves in between something where the tree plantation is not there. So for certain things where greenery we can build or healthier environment we can build for the
Nahi.
individuals.
Nahi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try rephrasing his question.
इनका मतलब है
He's trying to ask कि आज से 5-10 साल बाद, if you sit back and say, okay, if this happens, then I will tell myself I have succeeded.
Okay.
And what is that? Like somebody might say, I need to run a company with 3,000 employees.
Yeah, सब लोग ये वाला t-shirt पहनेंगे.
Somebody will say कि भाई मेरे company का shirt सब लोग पहनना चाहिए. What is your definition of success?
Okay. I can give you this with a small case study, or we can say an example. For an example, we are talking about Dholera Smart City in Gujarat. So this is the actually motivation for me as an individual level. So Dholera Smart City, if you see the aerial view, there is one major building and there are a certain construction are going on. But if you see, there is no tree plantations are there because the land is not. If you see, you check, Google it. There is no land is, we can say it's favorable in a condition for a tree plantation, not with the water. Same example, if you see with the Conclave port, we got actually, I come across with the engineering background. So we have in one of the case study, we have interacted with this IFCO chairman. So they have interacted that they have not completed their last 5 years target of tree plantation at Conclave port because the land and the water is not going to happen. So that's why
time is short. I will ask a follow-on question. What do you want from, let's say, BMC से क्या चाहिए?
So we want actually outdoor pilot for the BMC that we are generally working on with
Beyond
the
that,
smiles.
क्या चाहिए?
Beyond that, we need, we can say, if we install, because it's a new tech and finance is another matter, but we need certain space to install.
I will
this
give
kind
you
of
some
product.
ideas
Yes.
because policy level changes may make you happen. And that's why you need to think like that. And in
Perfect.
fact, most of these companies have to think like that. And BMC will be ready to do that, but you need some
Yes.
support.
For a broader level,
All the pollution is, most of the pollution is vehicular. You said that, right? Vehicle pollution is on the roadside. Roadside properties are the most expensive properties. That is where everybody makes money. That is where BMC can mandate the boundaries itself to be, these kind of trees, and that is a small policy change. They can do it a pilot basis also, and you will happen. That is why
Obviously.
I asked you, what is your vision?
Okay.
सब तरफ AirX लगा होगा.
Perfect. And second, because we always cover with the date things, obviously. Sir, second, in a policy level, we can also think on to consider with the in terms of we can say for a carbon credit or something. If any industry is suppose generating a one ton of carbon dioxide in a year, they have to offset. India has a standard and world has a standard to offset by tree plantation. But if in a policy level, microalgae can also be a change that can be a game-changing point. Similar with the green building. If we check with the green building, it also give a more clarity and credibility.
Okay, just one. So the question here is, what kind of ROI are we looking at here, right? And the second question is, what kind of competition is out there? Who else is doing this?
In terms of competition, Actually, multiple companies are already started with this microalgae rated stuff. We have started in January 2024. There we have installed in a Vibrant Gujarat Summit. Although Bhopal guys got a good visibility, obviously it covered by the multiple media and certain things. Probably we are also not the first. Probably in a multiple lab level, something in a 2020 or 2022, certain people have started. But this gap is there, and we are working on that to resolve it. But competitors like two, three companies are in India is working in the same domain, not with the indoor, but in outdoor, yes. And second, on a ROI basis, I am not clear with the question much more.
It's hard to define,
Okay.
right? Is what Nilesh was.
No, but see, if like Manish Bhai also mentioned, it should be everywhere. Why it should be everywhere? If tomorrow you say Reliance should have it everywhere, BMC should install everywhere, someone should say that, okay, what is the value that is coming? Fine, we will breathe good air, all those things, but what is the cost of that air? I mean, everyone should also understand that fresh air also costs something, and what sort of cost you have to put, so what sort of returns one is going to get out of it. That's an ROI.
Obviously. So we have the multiple models. So what we are planning with the individual level. So individual level, we have started with the indoor, because indoor is a very easy to capture because we have the limited air to treat. That's why we have started with the indoor, and the models that are starting with the indoor is start with the 3,000 rupees. So that's how in a for a middle class level also we are targeting with this. But for a bigger corporate clients, we have the multiple variety. For an example, with the branding and something, we can increase the cost and we can propose something that give both the advantages, with the healthier life advantage as well as with the branding advantage.
Fine, we'll catch up separately.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. I have a request to BMC here, and I think maybe we can see a very clear gap on the commercialization part of it, and that's where I think entities like BCCI, Bombay Chamber, may actually fill it. And it's not related to one startup, but overall. Yeah, maybe a dedicated cell within Smile.
Commercial part, see all these technologies where they get delayed, see the scope, technology, all that gets verified by BMC, where our officers cannot support or they are hesitant to support us in terms of pricing, working on the pricing and costing model, because we are so used to working on the tendering process and all. Nobody wants to take the responsibility in validating the cost. So
not just that, I think this is where I think that's a smart thing. BCCI can also step in. All these companies which are working more or less, what we have seen is on impact basis, and that is why you shortlisted them, because you have a mandate to serve the population scale. Now, more or less, they have done their commercial work. They are now at that commercialization stage. They need some policy level scale up support. And that is where BMC, Smile especially, not the BMC, Smile and BCCI should work to help on a national level integration, policy support.
No, but if I may, so I used to head sourcing for a UN accelerator where I was basically part of the largest voluntarily funded UN agency in the world. And the first thing, when we were setting up our accelerator program with 83 countries, like you have various wards, we had country directors that had to be convinced for each new innovation that we had to. Our learnings came from DARPA in the US, where the head of innovation there said the first innovation that you have to work on is procurement innovation. Like, pehle apne legal ko convince karo ki how to bypass the tendering process for innovative startups. If you're trying to look for 3 people who are working in microalgae to clear the air, you're never going to find them.
The tender procurement process is different,
Yeah.
and deciding on the costing and pricing for the technology is different. See, procurement policy we have already worked upon. We are just in a process of adopting. We have already approved the startup procurement policy. So that soon we'll adopt within a month's time. So wherein we have removed the clause of the experience and the EMD and all those things in procurement. Turnover requirement also we have eliminated for the startup procurement. Experience clause, EMD clause, all those things are, and then we are mandating 10% of the department budget for innovation. That at policy level we have done. The issue is to work on the pricing model of the technology. So not only that
So maybe I think, separately we can take it up, I guess.
We can take it up.
Look at the brain,
work with the startups.
this brain side.